Hello, hello. I'm gonna be streaming. Okay. Hello. We got our beer here. Let me just set up my things. Usually there's an intro that lets me do that before I do anything, but we're using my phone right now, so I can't really do that. And let me just put this on Do Not Disturb so that I don't screw anything up and we don't hear beep beep every 5 seconds. Gonna do this here, see if it's working. YouTube is not live yet. And this here, yeah, I keep people. Oh, okay. That doesn't look very nice, but I'm guessing it's more of a feature than a bug. Okay, this is good, this is good. This is good. I don't see anything here, so that's not good. Ah, okay, there you are. Stream is here, got bit right here. Gonna bring a tablet to be able to read you guys a bit better. Monitor the stream and everything. I got my wireless mic with me, so that helps too. Okay. Here. I'm back, I'm here. Just setting everything up. There's quite a bit to set up actually when you're bottling a beer. So, I got these caps here. We're using these for the regular stout, a golden one. And just set you up a bit more straight. Trying. Okay, whoop. Yeah, Bodrix. Okay, finally. YouTube finally joined. Only took like 5 minutes, goddamn. And yeah, we're using this beer here, Minor Stout. Got this, I just took my readings. We got our kitchen here. I wanted to make coffee and I forgot. I'm just gonna set up some coffee going before we get really started and everything. Our beer is here. I disinfected everything, took my reading, gonna pour that back so we don't lose anything. Had a few sip of it yesterday. It's got the same gravity reading. It has, it's been the same for 3 days in a row, which means that it's done fermenting. So we got this here, gonna rinse it back. One thing that people don't really tell you is that making beer is 75% doing dishes. It's really a lot of it. Let me set up some more lighting. So it looks a bit more alive in here. Then this is on, okay. And yeah, got this here, got this here. I got my big old Christmas tree. I got the gold caps and I got the black caps. If you separate them instead of putting them in the same place, you don't have to fish for them and wonder which is which all the time. And yeah, you need to use bleach. This is special bleach. It's no rinse so that you can put stuff in it easily. Just take it out, Gonna bring my chair. We got this. You need sugar to put it back in your beer before you bottle it so that it creates carbonization. Let me just say that when I'm in camera. You need to put sugar, in this case 92 grams of it, if you want to be able to make beer and have it be carbonized, because otherwise there's nothing, there's no fermentation, there's no CO2, it's just gonna stay there, it's gonna be flat. So you put it in your batch, you mix it all up, it's gonna create some oxygenation, but when you bottle homemade like this, it's a price you have to pay. If you put it in each and every individual bottle, you're gonna end up with an uneven amount of sugar in some, and sometimes it can overcarbonate and create literal bombs. So that's something you do not want at all. You don't want that at all costs. So let's start with this. I'm gonna use a small glass. Here, this is clean, so we're gonna open this up. Brand new bag. Ran out of sugar while trying to make the beer itself, and I forgot to bring any back, so let's just put this over the sink. Good. You only need 92 grams because this is only a 17-liter batch. I figured that if I wanted to do some tests, oh my god, yeah, I forgot to. No. This is 0. Okay. I need 92 grams of sugar. Yeah, I figured that if I wanted to do some tests with coffee to see which one is better and everything, I should just get a malt that was already made so that I have a more of a reliable neutral element to test with. 67, okay, 70. Then I did some calculations on a website that's very important, homebrewers tools. 92. All right. Oh, I guess I threw some of it. Put all of this, damn, that's a lot of sugar actually. All of this in there. And you mix. Usually you would have a spoon or a brewer's spatula. I got a disinfectant bucket right over there. Put this spatula in it. It's gonna give it a good schwack. Get rid of the excess, and then we're gonna mix, make sure that everything is well mixed. So there's sugar in everything, everywhere. Oh, and this is a heating mat. I don't know, well, no, you can't see it, but there's a heating mat because mostly there is no central heating in apartments over here. So that means that things get really cold at night, so you need to have something to rebalance everything, make sure that it stays at a certain temperature that you can monitor with this thermometer here. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. Let's just see. Yeah, like this you can see. Okay, let me just check up on a message or two. All right, things seem to be working out fine enough. We got things here. 79. I guess. I forgot to tell Discord. Brewing beer. Right now live. At brewing beer. Come over, have fun. Let's just hang out. Maybe even learn a thing or two, you know? Things like that, things like that. And as for Google, here, here. Gonna do this to a few friends. And let's see here. That should be good. I can't really use my phone. This is here, this works. Coffee's almost ready. Well, not ready, but, right. I use my other smaller French press. Okay, boiling. Just getting some coffee. It's a bit early for me to drink beer, but usually when you brew beer, you drink beer. Still, today I felt a bit too early for that. I'm still on vacation, but still I can exercise a little bit of a strain. All right, got that coffee going. Put this here. Speaking of coffee, fuck, this is stuck. Okay. Speaking of coffee, the recipe that I'm doing calls for a very strong cold brew coffee. So I did this, let it in my fridge overnight, and then we're gonna press it. Ooh, that is thick. We're only gonna put it in half of our beer because I wanna have a neutral tester that I can use next to it, which means that our bucket is this tall. We're gonna go this tall. We know that we have 17 meters. This little thing does not come with any bars or any measurement, which usually they do. So we're gonna take a tape and we're gonna measure, divided by 2, and split it into our other tank that I've already asepticized. And yeah, we're gonna put the coffee in there. It's important to put the sugar in first because you wanna make sure that everything's got sugar in an equal amount. So like I said, to not make a bomb. And yeah, we got our coffee in here. Super, super dark. I'm gonna pour it right in there. It's gonna have time to sip out and make sure to know the rest of the beer before we get it. Let me just put that in the sink, put this one back here. We got our disinfectant here. And yeah, the coffee I decided to use was this one. I got this, what is it? Zavita coffee roasters. Hazelnut and vanilla. It's yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's just medium roast. It's got some flavor, some aroma, so it's gonna bring a little more to it. It's a test. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna use a normal dark blend espresso. I wanted to have something more like a mocha at the end, so I'm doing a test with this, seeing how much sugar I want to add, how much sugar I don't want to add, you know, just balancing everything out. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, we're gonna end up with something pretty good. And I chose something from Costco because Costco is worldwide. You can find this in Canada, you can find this in Europe, you can find this in Japan, you can find this anywhere, which means that right now, in my studio replica of my apartment from Japan in Canada, where I brew my beer, I can find this. So yeah, that's pretty good. Coffee should be ready in a few minutes. I'm gonna pour myself a mug today because I know I'm gonna forget about it and I want it to stay warm. And if I put it in this thermos, it's gonna be much easier, much warmer for much longer. We got our sugar. We're not gonna need this anymore for today. Gonna put this in a Ziploc. This is too big. Next is gonna be the disinfecting of all of our beer bottles. I got a Christmas tree full of bottles right now. We're not gonna use them all because again, I got more than required for the amount of beer that we're making. But we're gonna disinfect them all because worst case scenario, they're just gonna be more, well, they're gonna be cleaner when we actually need them. So let me set up my table a bit closer to you guys. Take these chairs out. And bring you here, here. All right, got the table here. Let's bring the Christmas tree. Okay. Christmas tree is here. And yeah, always have a towel on the floor when you're brewing beer. Anything, there's gonna be water, you're gonna get wet somewhere. Just do that in advance. You'll be glad you did. We got our disinfecting bucket here. So we're gonna dip all our bottles there, let them sit, then put them back on the tree. Let's get going. All right, I'll set you guys up here. And gonna bring the chair over there. You can sit down during that part. I recommend you do, unless you have a leveled out table, which I don't. But yeah, this was to mix things. Always have a bottle of bleach like this too, that you can use and spray whatever surface you are gonna use to put your tools. It's a good little tips and trick to have. Be ready. You need, let me just set that up a bit more straight. So, yeah. Maybe I could put this here. Change this angle a bit lower. Boom, boom. Right there. Our caps are here. Put you guys over. Whoa. I don't know why it's so unstable. This should be okay, like this. You can see better. Right. So I got here my little beer filler. This is a beer filler. You put it in a bottle, and by pressing at the bottom of it, it empties out. Stop pressing, stops leaking. Extremely useful. We're gonna be really glad we have that. And this is an auto siphon, so you don't need to put your mouth on anything, dirty anything. This is just gonna siphon things. When you don't put the water directly in it, that's even better, but had to disinfect it. And now you can jerk it off a little bit and it's all gonna come out. So really good. We're gonna need something, like I said, always have your bleach bottle so you can disinfect any surface of your choice to use and put your stuff without dirtying them back up. Right here. Okay. Now that I got my thing empty, I have different size bottles. This is a normal size, regular 330 millimeters. This is a 500 millimeters. I'm gonna use the 330 first because they're just, I mean, there's more of them, but I'm actually gonna try to split them up. So we're gonna do the regular stouts in the bigger bottle. So we're gonna use the bigger one first actually, and then we're gonna do the coffee stout in the smaller bottles. Just another way to quickly identify things. Big ones are at the bottom of the tree. You just put all of them here. Let me take out my watch. Don't wanna bleach out my watch. That would be a little bad, I think. I don't know for sure, but I don't want to try. So yeah, you gotta make sure that there's water in there. That's a little time consuming, but once you gotta do it. Otherwise your beer might get infected, and after you've done all the hard work, this is really, it would be really sad. That's the end part of it, and that's when you ruin your beer. You don't want to do that. Just bubble out a bit. They don't need to be fully filled up because you're gonna have the bleach get down when you swirl it back down. But you still need to have at least a good amount of it in there. So I got 17 liters, which means that in total, I'm gonna need to use 34 of those big bottles. I don't think I have 34 of those, but for half of it, we're gonna use 17 of the pint bottles for the regular stout. And then that's how we're gonna know that we have used half of it actually, rather than calculating with a tape. Everything, this makes more sense. Because we know they're 500 millimeters. And that's half a liter. We got 17 liter, 17 bottles. Actually, yeah, we're not gonna do that. I should take them off the tree first, put them in a box, so that I can use the tree to dry and know which ones have been disinfected. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. That would be smarter. Sometimes you just try to think of too many things at once and you, well, start being dumb. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, you. Yeah, 33, 25. Pint. Bottle. Oh, sorry for the noise. Okay. So another thing is that I got a bunch of miscellaneous other beers from other companies that I just kept with the intent of using them and, well, reusing them. And those ones I know for sure I'm not gonna need today because I got plenty of regular bottles. So I can leave them on the tree and not get anything mixed up. Pints, so that's 4, 8, 9. These are small bottles. No, this is a pint also. This is a small bottle. Pint. That's 10, 11. I got 24 of those total, which means that I should need 17. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's good. Okay, so we got 17 total with those here. They all fit in there. That's brilliant. So we know that everything is disinfected. For those, we're gonna do the same thing with the smaller beers. Put them in a box. Leave this to disinfect a little bit. I'm gonna close the door again. Okay, other box. Box right here. All the small beers in there. I'll bring I'm gonna use the miscellaneous beers and everything that I got overflowed to put and gift some of the other ale that I have in this machine here. This machine has a tap, so it's automatically, I can get all the pressure. You can't see the tap because of the bucket, but yeah, right here, you can just, and beer would come out. So it's already on tap, it's already pressurized and everything. But I got a bottler, so I can put that beer from the tap into bottles and bring them outside and give them to other people a bit more easily. So that's what I'm gonna use, the miscellaneous beer bottles, because you usually don't see them back, and those ones are kind of expensive. So get the free ones instead. That's the ones you want to give away. It's pretty crazy. Seriously, like I think for the stout batch, the bottles were more expensive than the beer. It's always the case the first time. You gotta pack it all up, you know, buy the gear. Then once you're set, you're set. Apparently I put 1 or 2 smaller beers somewhere. Or 1. Or I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Well, doesn't matter. I counted the free space in there, so we'll know we got half and half. This here. No, all right. All right, all right. Let's see, YouTube, Facebook. I don't stream on Facebook. Over here. Okay, everything's connected. Everything is good. Got this here. I can put the lid back now. Maybe at least cover, make sure nothing gets on there. And yeah, we can finally put those ones back on here. Like I said, bring your towels. It's going to be very useful. There's a small catch here at the bottom of the tree. The gray base, it's made to catch some of the excess, but it's not going to catch everything. There's way too many of it. Too much water is going to leak out for it to be that efficient. So just empty those up. I'm going to put them at the top. It's easier to fill up like that. This. I received a brand new machine. It's an all-in-one brewer, so it's got the boiler, it's got the cooler in it, it's got everything, so I can boil, mash, keep at the temperature I want, instead of using the big pots in the fire, like this was originally for. It's gonna make things so much easier, like a ridiculous amount. Mashing when you don't have the equipment is a bitch. You gotta keep the temperature, be sure you use a fire. It's not always the same. It's way hotter at the bottom than at the top. You gotta keep circling it out and everything. With the masher, there's a pump, it recirculates. You set it there and you forget about it. Here. I wanted to make a design for the beer and print the labels and everything, but I couldn't find a place that prints labels for beer bottles here for cheap enough to make it make sense, because I don't want to pay $5 per label, you know, that would be crazy. That's way more than the whole beer should cost. So no, all right, I got the small bottle over here. That makes a lot of sense. And put it back here. All right. Now when we're done for this, we put the rest of the small bottles in there while this dries. So let me just grab the box and do the opposite. Then once everything has been sterilized and everything dried enough, we can start pouring in the beer. All right. Here, so 17 liters and half. There's 3 bottles per liter, and we're gonna have, let's say 18, that's 9. So 9 times 3. Got 1. Got 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, we need to do 8, 9 after, because this is pretty full. All right, so yeah, I should have spread this a little better. I'm gonna reposition them, put them all near this line. That way the divider is going to be the miscellaneous. The random ones. So we have a better idea of what size is where. I haven't bottled since 2018 because I used to have a keg set up, but they're not here. Okay, and then we can start from this row on. Just put this inside. And then we need to do it for 2 more batch, but let's say we're gonna add 10 more bottles total instead. So here. This has basically nothing in it. Let's fill it up a little bit more. Yeah, your socks are gonna get wet when you brew beer. It's just the way of the world. Okay, then 8. 9. Okay. So yeah, put 2 more just in case. But I think we'll be fine. Okay. So we ended up filling up the tree almost just as much as before. Even though we still got like 12 bottles that are not being used today. I guess we could have put out the random ones, made more space. Oh well, 'tis what it is, as they say. I'm gonna take away those Coronas. And Guinness too. Actually, yeah, the Guinness might be confusing because they're the same color. Let's take those away. Oh, and I also sprayed the whole tree itself to make sure, you know. One more Guinness here. It's 2, 3, 6. Yeah, that's good. All right, we're done with this. Are we still gonna need this? Probably. Let's just not throw it away. Then we're gonna be encapsulating this shit. Okay. Now, something a bit more interesting to watch. It's all good, all good. Yeah. Yeah. Here, we got our tree here. I'm gonna bring my chair here. Then we're gonna take this, gonna take our siphon and the beer filler. All right, so we got our siphon and our beer filler here. Connect them both. Fucker, they're the same size. This one's usually smaller so that it's easy to put in. Let's just put you here for now. In cases like that, you can use some hot water to make your tube a bit more flexible, or you can cut out a small opening at the end, which I think is what we're gonna end up doing. Let's put you back in there for now, that you don't touch anything. And we're gonna do this. Okay, re-disinfect it, which is why we got our spray bottle, just as a, okay. And should fill in, yeah, that's easier. Let's put in there, and then you can just force it up a bit more. Damn. And the beer filler is not at all flexible. So we're jamming up our thing. Okay. Yep. That did it right here. It's not the most solid in the world, but it'll have to do. Now, like we said, I'm gonna start with our big bottles. Put them here. You wanna have something to push it on. So we're gonna grab this table. Bring you guys closer in. And put this back. Send the caps. Give ourselves some space. Let's see. Cool. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do this standing up. Not a problem. Oh, my coffee. I forgot it in the fresh press. Pour it out. One for the beer, one for the chef. Let's go. No, I can actually just bring a chair there. Change this here a bit. Change this like so. And yeah, so you're actually gonna be able to see me a bit more too. Might be more interesting like that. Okay. Well, maybe not that much, but can put this here. Yeah. Can I? Oh, this is the minimum. All right, then. So the thing about doing it this way is that you need to cap as soon as possible. So I'm gonna take my gold cap, because they're for the regular stout, empty all the bleach. No more bleach. Doesn't matter if there's still a little bit left. This is supposed to be, yeah, it's food safe. This is what you want anyway. So you're good. What you want to do is put it, if you want to clear your beer, you don't put it at the bottom. So you want to clear a beer, you put it a bit above. Then you start siphoning this. You press here. So I'm gonna press like this. And you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna let gravity help me. And you got beer flowing. So now, as you can see, I'm pressing here. You want it to be lower than your receptacle. Otherwise, it's not gonna go well, and it's not gonna fill up. As you can see, right now, I'm not doing much. Bring it lower. Be careful. Oh, okay, see? All the way up, I take out the beer liner. It's now at the neck. So you gotta be a little bit careful. And this is the part where your towel is gonna be the most important, because you are gonna spill beer. So you take this out. You let it up. So it doesn't flow and you don't lose your things. You take one of your caps. There's a magnet in there. Let it cap here. Bring this between your legs so you have a better hold. Do this, and that's it. It is capped. You can do it a second time like this here. Just you put there, and well, I'm gonna have to disinfect that just to be sure. But you got one of your beers done. Good thing we got a leak. But good thing we got our bleach here. And your hands is gonna get disinfected too. Gonna want to make sure you keep that cable in. Got some, you're gonna get dirty. You're gonna get wet. You're making beer. So good. We got one done. Time for another one. Same thing here. Yep. And yep. This thing is not great. So just gonna press it here. And yeah. Cut it a bit further than tape. Yeah, we're gonna cut it a bit further. And then we're gonna tape it. Finer spray here. Be very careful with the blade. Okay. Like this. I'm gonna go give it a little push here. Because again, the blade was not disinfected. So put this back inside here. Clean up the mess and get some tape. Bring a whole paper towel here. I got a feeling I'm gonna use it. That was stupid. Forgot about that. Bring this here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna let the beer go back a little bit. Give myself some leeway. Nope. Okay, I don't want to dirty up my mat. Bring this as such up. Make it go very much in there. Okay, got some. Wow, okay, that's not doing well. Okay, now tape it all up like a hell of a lot and tape it very tight. Doesn't matter, you can cut it all down later. If you have duct tape, it would be better. I don't. This is all I got. Tape the tube too. This is so ratchet. But oh well, I got my knife here. Let's give this a try. Hopefully, it'll go a bit better. Okay, like this. Yeah, fills up. It's leaking, but what can we do? Okay. Yep, we're not gonna use the beer filler because this is making a mess. And it's making things just legitimately harder to do. Put this back here and okay. Well, I guess our cable is going to be a bit shorter. Again, we're going to splush it up and see. Okay, this beer is full. Put it back in there so it holds itself. One more cap. Replace here. Put in here and another beer. That's 2. We're gonna rinse them all before we put them in the cardboard because we want to reuse that box as much as possible. And get another one. Get up here, put it in there. Then you just have to lift the beer as it gets full. Look at this. Getting full. And whoop. Ooh, that might even be a little bit too full. We're gonna put one sip back. You need to have some oxygen. If it's too full, it can crack. It's a bit more dangerous. So put that back here. One more. Okay. You really don't need to apply that much pressure. This thing is pretty good actually. Got another one here. Get up. Put the beer here. Hello. You're trying to make it gas as little as possible so that you don't oxygenate the beer even more than it needs to be. That's why the beer liner is nice, because you can just make the beer appear at the bottom of the bottle and it fills up very quietly. You don't have that tiny amount of foam that makes it up there, but it's not going to change much at the end of the day. Is it important in a beer competition? Maybe, but if you're brewing your own beer by yourself because you wanted to try it, well, then maybe you'll be fine. Okay. Let me do it again just to be sure because it felt strange. Put that here. Okay. Good, 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 good. Beer number 4. Number 5. Okay. Up here. Put this here. You can also try to pinch the tube to stop, but it doesn't work very well, so I don't recommend that you count on that to work. One bottle here. get it straight, and okay, like this. Bottle number 5 here. Number 6. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna create a separation that's a bit, okay, straighter, so I don't mix them up by accident. That is good. Okay, put it here. If you put it on the side like that, it's also gonna have less agitation. It's a little trick. Also, when you're pouring a beer normally, that's what you want to do in your glass until you want the head to appear. Good, good, good. Whenever you buy a beer kit for equipment or anything, that's the basic one. There usually is a beer liner like this thing here, like a magic rod that comes with it. I don't use it a lot. I don't even think I used it at home back in the day. Okay, let's just twist it. Do that again, just to be sure. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Beer number 6. 7. Bit more. No, that's good actually. Boop. Okay, another beer here. Okay. That feels solid. Good. 7. Beer number 8. And I overshot that one. Okay. Spill a few on me. Touch the floor, so that. Clean this mess up too. There you go. Yes. Nope. Center, center, and okay. Number 8. Ooh. And that's why kegging is so much better. You just do one long transfer until it's full. Force carb it, and that's it. Or you can also slowly carb it, but yeah. Or you can even have a spunding valve and let the air pressure and ferment it directly in the keg. If you don't want to, if you don't mind a bit of bliss or something, if you want to do maybe like a secondary fermentation in there, also makes the beer carbonate itself, so that's even faster too. Bottles are just, yeah, they're what you do when you don't have a choice. Kegging is also a bit more expensive all in all. Okay, so that didn't work. Okay, I'm not straight. Okay. Gonna do it again here. Yes. Good, so we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. Then we got a good way to go, but we're also a good way down. Just here. Okay. Beer number 10. Pints also tend to go a bit faster because you can fit more liquid in it. So you spend less time swapping bottle. If you can have a few more hands on deck while you're bottling, it speeds things up very much to be able to split all the work. But alas, I decided to do it alone on stream. Have the camera to keep me company instead. It's pretty nice too. All right, beer 11. Yeah, 6 more of those, and then we can pour this thing into the coffee stout. Okay, barely, but still fine. And these ones have a valve, but there's a lot of oxygen that just lets out if you use the valve, so should probably not do that. Carbonization is the enemy of good beer at the end of the day, so we try to carbonize as little as possible. And oh my god, that was stupid. Let's just solidly do this. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay, good. Good, good, good. You're number 12. Bottled 6 liters so far. That's what that means. Okay. This here. Good, good, good. So I got 12 beer down. 13. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. Whoop. Nice. 14. Oh, damn, I'm getting kind of hungry. Should have had some food before starting doing this. Although, there's some stew. It's already ready, so... Okay. Ta-dum. 13. Huh. Wait. 15. That's 16, and we got 17 here. At some point you get real good with the timing. Boom. It's pretty easy. Should have put on some music. Like a podcast or something. We could have reacted to some YouTube. Whoop. Oh, that one did not work. Let's just put... Okay, we scrapped one. That's fine. Got plenty of those where they came from. Wait, is the bottle itself fucked? I guess I was just holding it wrong. It's fine. 16. Final pint. 17, and then we add our coffee in there. Okay. 17, so I'm gonna bring our second container here and put it on the floor. Our coffee is already in there, so we're gonna let the rest of the beer get siphoned out in there first. Then we can put something to just make it a bit more like so. And if we do this, it's gonna push itself. That's fine. Everything's gonna be good while we encapsulate this. And I'm getting myself a bowl of stew. Final stab. Let's clean these up first, actually. That would be a great idea. Then we can put them back in the box of pints. Oops. Well, good thing this is also pretty clean. There's still a cap at the bottom of this siphon, by the way. That's gonna make sure that no bigger residue of anything gets filtered through. Let's put this here, there we can. Okay, that's as much as we're gonna get. So, bring this here. Take care of this there. Man, this is still a bit heavy. Woo! All right. Okay. Then coffee is gonna get mixed. We can wait a minute or two, just let everything get there. Keep cleaning our bottles that are already filled instead. And yeah. These are going to be ready in 2 weeks. You just let them somewhere where the temperature is ideally around 20 all the time. But there's no more fermentation to be done or anything, so you're going to be fine. Then after 2 weeks, approximately, you can cool them down and start drinking. All right, music. I got music that I can put on. This here. I guess a bit late for those. Let's put music. Oh, I need to log in. Just like lo-fi something. Lo-fi Christmas beat. Lo-fi hip-hop, lo-fi edit, lo-fi mixtape, background music, first stream. Is that really what it is? For streaming working music. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Best match, structure. Yeah, structure. Start doing this. Okay. That's gonna put something in the background. Yeah. All right, that's much better, eh? That's here. Okay. Should clean the caps first. Okay. This. I forgot I should have used a few like Corona or Guinness bottles. So I gotta give 1 or 2 of these away too. But yeah, I hope I'm gonna see those bottles back because especially the pints are kind of expensive. Not gonna lie. Usually I would almost pay that much for a pint full of beer, but no, here they always come in fucking cans. And you cannot reuse cans unless you got the proper machinery, which I don't. The machines for canning are quite a lot more expensive than this little thing was. So yeah, that's how it is. Okay, let's clean it up a little bit first. We don't need those anymore. Those were for the regular stouts. Gonna put some water into this bucket so it cleans more easily. It's gonna take a while anyway, so. Trash cans over there. Sorry, gonna move you. Okay. Keeping a clean surface is very important too. Maybe lower the music a bit. All right. Okay. Just checking up on the bucket, seeing how full it is. Still needs a bit more. And gonna flip this around. I thought it was an actual doorbell. And that's enough water for this. Okay. Hi. All right, let's keep this up. Gotta do the same thing here. It's gonna be harder to put this back every time, I see. So, oh, well, actually I can just hold it here. So we're gonna be fine. We need to siphon again though, because we had to. If I hold this like so, very carefully. Okay, yeah, we got this. Although, whoa, yeah, you splurge out a lot faster. Just a little bit. Whoop. Just a little more. Okay. And suck out some. Good. Whew. Timing's much harder with those smaller ones. And this goes here. No, that's annoying. Oh, I can smell the coffee a lot. I think I might have put too much. Oh, forgot to drain these. Again, cleaned a lot more than what I thought I was gonna need, just in case. I'm gonna put this back here. I'm gonna re-bleach my hands. Move this closer here. This, and let's change the order of these. Okay, I'm gonna put those bottles back up. So I'm gonna need the space in the box now. It's fine, because we got plenty of space on the tree. Okay, I'm gonna be able to put those back in here. Woo! Oh, this is way better with music. I can't believe I forgot music for so long. Oy. Okay. Okay, this is a bit harder because the beer bottle itself is smaller, so I gotta... Oh, okay, yeah, that is quite a bit harder. Ooh, that's not great. Oh, good tip, by the way, wear black or dark colors when you brew, because yeah, beer is gonna stain your white shirt. Ask me how I know. To be fair, that's something I should have thought of way before, but still. That was years ago. Bring this slow. And whoop. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be much quicker with these. The reflexes are harder. All right. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna use a coaster. I think it might be easier with something to cushion a little bit. Let's see, put this here. Oh yeah, that's much harder for those. You need to be so much more careful. I used to have like a big thing that you just put the bottle here and there's a spring, put it here and then you gawk. That works so well, but it was way bigger and like triple the price of this. This is like less than 20 bucks. And in USD, it's like 12 bucks or something. So definitely this is the way to go, but pints are also the way to go. I'm regretting having bought smaller bottles. Should have got only pints. I was like, oh, but sometimes there's a few beer that you don't want a whole pint of, but nah, that was a bad call. Pints are way better. Okay. And the reason why I don't put all the beers, all the liquid like in bottles and then bottle is because you all again want to limit the amount of oxygen that goes in these. And sadly, like, yeah, you got a open bucket at the end that leaks out oxygen, but once you've siphoned it, there's a lot more possibility for oxygen to have leaked in it, and you've agitated it a lot more, so the bottles themselves are the best way to prevent that, and the capping and everything. And yeah, this is so much harder, but mean, it looks fine. We'll see if it starts popping out like pop, pop, pop. I don't know what's up, but I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we'll be just fine. This cable again. Put it in here. You can also just decide to do it a bit slower, but I like to live dangerously apparently, and I forget. Well, clean. I'm gonna need a shower after this, goddamn. Bottle. Oh, but first, yeah, let's just. Nope. If you hear this clunk, that means you failed, so. Okay, did it multiple angles, worked. Bottle number 4, and we got so many more bottles of these than we did with the pints, because, yeah. Pints are better. Just buy all pints, guys. Just, yeah, buy pint. Buy a fucking keg and a kegerator. It's a one-time hassle. Sure, it's more expensive, but god damn, is it worth it? Oh my god. Yeah. I would have been done like 45 minutes ago if this had been a keg. Or at least do yourself a favor and buy the flip bottles. The ones you can just like click, click, click. So much time saved. And you never need to buy caps again. Not that caps are expensive or anything, but it's annoying when you forget them and you need to have them shipped and everything. So you lose a few days of shipping on your labor. The swing top bottles are double the price. At least. Sometimes it's even worse. I'm gonna suck up a bit. Good. Leave this up. Put this down. Not the opposite. Okay. Let's put this in there first, actually. Maybe that will help. Good. Another angle. Very good. Okay, I'm starting to get a hang of it. Still harder than it should be, but starting to get a hang of it. Okay. Low. Should probably be on the other side of this operation. That way I could use my right hand on the thing that's on the right. Or just use the left hand to hold the tube. Still. Oh well. Good. This is in the middle. Getting here. Patient. Okay, so if you apply a bit of pressure downward on the thing too, while you're clipping, it helps a lot. Got it. The pint bottle was heavy enough to stabilize itself a little bit, at least. This does not appear to be as forgiving. Okay, yeah, let's do it like this. And we lift now. Yeah, all right, that works. But I still gotta get up to do this. Mindoksai. Alright, this is annoying me. Ooh. Clean this thing. It was generously given to me by some really nice guy on Reddit, actually. Like, unironically. That's rare. On Reddit, nice guys being nice. Yeah, it actually happens, apparently. I already have a beer fermenting in there. That's why I brewed 2 beers at once. I forgot. Okay. Oh my god, just get in. Yeah, I brewed 2 beers at once. That's why I needed to have like the bucket and everything. It's a bit different, but usually I have a bottling mechanism that I can connect to this machine to and just like, and it's ready instantly because it's it's fermented under pressure. And it's slower to fill up the bottle themselves. It takes like 40 seconds to fill up a pint rather than just 5 seconds. But all the CO2 stays in there and everything, so you can just like open it right away and drink it if you want. Like it, yeah, it's that good. Whereas this needs 2 weeks of waiting time. So not as good. What if I put you guys a bit further? Can you see me more? And like see all of it. I don't know why I got OBS open in this screen. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing. But yeah, you can see a bit more. You can put, yeah, you can even see the bottles. That's way better. God damn, should have thought of that before. Okay, bottle number 8. Put this on the crown here. Okay. Yeah, getting the hang of it pretty decently now. But this still annoying. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 2 or 3 at once because it's gonna take so long. And a few seconds in the bottle or not, don't think they're gonna make much of a difference actually. Well, I might actually just put them in a different place and see if it made a difference at all, like a double test type of thing. I got something like 8-10 beers that were made instantly, and I got some other beers that are made by waiting a little bit before putting the cap on. We'll see what it does, if it's a myth or not. Plus it's got coffee too, which coffee gets oxidized very easily also. So this is a perfect beer to make a test out of it because it's got a lot of fragrance and a lot of elements that can be influenced by it. So really easy to tell. There's a double aspect to it. I might just be ruining a bunch of beer, but I somehow kind of doubt it, you know? Also, I'm looking for an editor. If anyone is interested, let me know. I would like to make real videos from my streams, and I am apparently too lazy to do it myself. I got all the gear too and everything, like damn. But still, if I could have someone there, I could see how it's worked, what they do, the way to do it, because I get a bit crammed on what I want. So someone with experience who would know what to do would be really, really good, really, really cool. Like, I'm getting a little bit overcrowded on my table here. A bit more. Okay. So I'm gonna put caps on these, then push this thing a little more. I'm gonna put this back in there because my arm is also getting a bit sore. Okay, feels good to put it down. I'm gonna put these on the side where there are already empty bottles. It's gonna be my indicator. Okay. Wow. Now, time to clip some bottles. Oops. Okay. Let's do it like this. Good. Oh, I forgot to clean them. It's fine. I didn't spill any on these ones. So we should be good. All right. Okay. All right. And this goes way faster. Yeah, so if you got two people working together, at least you can do both of these things simultaneously and be sure that you're not sacrificing any aspects of quality, which that's even better. Okay. Good. Let's fill up a few more. Twist this up. All right. Oh, did the suction break? Oh yeah, I got basically nothing in there. Just gonna put this back up here. Then we're gonna angle this thing. Damn, okay. We're almost done. Oh, I'm pressing the release valve of the other machine. Yikes, okay. We're almost done. Turns out I cleaned a lot more bottles than I thought I was gonna need. I knew I did more, but I thought it was just only a little bit more. Bit more. Like we got probably only 1 or 2 beers left. Okay, and let me see. Okay, no, we got more. It's just being annoying because it's a siphon, but got 1 more for sure. Okay. 1, maybe 1 full one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This siphon's not long enough. That's why. Okay. Then we're gonna have to finish the good old-fashioned way with the spigot. I'm gonna clean this up. And yep, we're gonna do what I said we wouldn't, but it's also the only way to finish draining everything. So open this up to full. Put this like here. Okay, bring this back. See if we can get 1 more. Okay, and I got pretty much all of it. There's still a bit left though, so we're gonna take something over here. Did I put it back? Yeah, I did. I put it in that bag. Aha. And using this over here that we're gonna sanitize, of course. we're gonna be able to put the final bits inside of these beer. And I need to remember that I left the spigot on. Okay, that's all I got. Okay, so this one is not going to be completely full. But that's also going to be how we know that this was the last one. So it's going to be the worst one for sure. It's going to have a lot of oxygen, probably not going to be able to carbonize enough. But it is what it is. We've still got half a beer, I guess. We can throw that somewhere, or I can put even more coffee in it. Yeah, we're gonna make this one a test beer. What happens if you put almost 50% coffee, 50% beer? Oops, bit too much. Oh well, gonna throw a bit. Yeah, all right. Now we got a more acceptable neck. Let's clean this beer right away. And we're gonna mark it in some way. It's gonna be the only one that is small with a gold cap. Small beer, gold cap is gonna be 50% coffee. I'm gonna write it on it. Just gonna write 50%. That should be good enough to let me know what's going on. And that's also gonna be our divider in our box to let us know when it stops to be the beers that were well made, that were capped first instead of waiting, and the other ones. Second sip of coffee 2 hours later. Classic me, classic me. I'm either busy at a desk where I have my coffee and I can't stop drinking it, or I'm busy somewhere else doing other things and I forget that I have coffee at all. It's classic how I work. All right, let's put some caps on those. And here we go. Oops. Yeah, this cap is broken. Let's put this one here. The coaster is really helping, actually, I think. Okay. All right. This is broken. Oh, okay. Just leave it here. Actually. Yep. That'll be good. What the fuck? Yeah, this is also broken. What? Okay. All right. This worked, but broke 2 caps in a row. That's kind of weird. Maybe I'm trying to go too fast. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's spin it out. Make sure we clip it properly this way too. All right. Yeah. Good and all, we've done it. Bottled our beers. We got a 50% tester. And I mean, these are empty, so we can just leave the tree be as is. Put it back over there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's how you bottle some beer. And basically we gotta wait 2 weeks. I think they might be already a bit more quickly than that, depending, because they're stouts. They're not supposed to carbonize that much, but still, gotta wait. And they should be ready sometime soon. But they fermented a lot more quickly than I thought they were gonna ferment. They usually give it like 10 to 14 days just to be sure, but no, this was done is like in 7 days, basically 6 days actually. I measured day 6, 7, 8, same gravity, so they will be 4%, a little bit less than the recipe calls for, because we put 600 grams of sugar total instead of putting the 800. But that was on purpose because the coffee is quite sweet and I knew it was gonna end up being like that. And we also used honey instead of sugar for a little bit of it, just to give it a try, see if it gave something better. So yeah, we're gonna check out what that does. And by this weekend, it's for sure not gonna be ready. But by next weekend after that, so we're the 29th, let me just see the calendar. So yeah, we're Tuesday. Oh, that's even a holiday on the Wednesday that day. But no, the weekend of the 8th, 9th, this should be fully ready. And so should the strawberry sour that is fermenting in there. Just gonna have to flip this button, make it 3 degrees instead of 23. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna have to do. Can finally close this mat here. It did a very good job holding the temperature of this bucket at a reasonable temperature all the time I've used it. And oh. Yeah, I want it actually not. It smells like strawberries so much when the CO2. This is like a spunning valve on this basically. And when you adjust it, like the CO2 comes out and it smells like strawberries so much now. And oh, it's mixed a little bit too. Yeah, actually there's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to put the yeast and all the sediment that are in there. I want it to be in my beer. I don't want my beer. I want it to be hazy. So I'm gonna put this back on top of here. And although, yeah, it is gonna create some oxygenization, I know, but I think it's still gonna be something that's gonna be worth doing, especially considering the fact that it's under pressure, so I can kill the CO2 that I'm gonna release in there automatically, instantly, so it's gonna be super easy to do. And I'm also gonna take a gravity reading after mixing it up a little bit. So we're gonna rinse that, well, clean it, then we're gonna disinfect it again. So we can have something to mix a little bit. Same thing with the tongs. We're gonna disinfect them again once we're ready. To mix everything, put this in here, put the tongs in there. It was much harder than I thought it could ever be to find a long spoon. I finally found one, telescopic one on Amazon. It's not gonna be very good. It's not gonna be great. It's gonna be better than this, because this is not long enough. But yeah, first we gotta do this and wait for all the CO2 to escape. But since we got a CO2 tank plugged in this, we can just put it back on whenever we want. Can put back the CO2 and yeah, not oxygenize anything too much. So I don't feel too bad about doing it. I put a strawberry puree into this that I swapped around a little bit. Instead of doing the regular, usually I put a bunch of fruits in a cheesecloth and I put that in there. The fruit stays there and the pulps don't mix around or anything. But I thought it could be better, but turns out that the mix is so sweet that I put a lot less of the mix than I would have put regular strawberries. And it's also so heavy and like somewhat thick that it didn't mix to the beer as much as I want. So that's why I want to remix it a little bit better. I'm also scared of scratching the inside of the tank too much. I mean, it's stainless steel, it shouldn't be too bad, but still, I would rather not scratch it all up. And unlock this. Still a bunch of pressure. Okay. Now, okay, so this is going up. Let's give it some time. And we're gonna just do this for a second. Let it go back up by itself. That's also gonna stabilize the pressure in this little bottle here. I'm gonna take this away. I'm gonna bring this a bit closer here. So boom, okay. All right, time to clip this here. Now we unscrew. No, that's the wrong way. Oh, I'm gonna unscrew this first though. Okay, gonna put this like so. And I would like to have something, yeah. It's gonna be dirty for sure. So we're gonna put this here. There's always a bit that leaks out when you do this. It's normal, we're gonna clean it up. But we're not gonna open this valve again this time. This was our final opening of it. And oh yeah, that's splashed all around, of course. Gonna clean my hands first. Don't wanna, yeah, I don't wanna screw off the valve and dirty it up, the lid and everything. Already causing enough damage as is. Okay. And we're gonna splush this with bleach on the outside just a little bit. Not in the beer, but just this. And we're gonna clean it up as much as we can. This. Yeah, you can tell how carbonized it was. That also tells me that the level of CO2 that's in there at the moment, that was set up at, is too high for the final beer that I want it to be. Gonna drop this here. Look at this, like you can tell how much the mix is not homogeneous. Okay, so I got most of it. Now we're gonna swirl around, try to mix it up. Oh, this beer is gonna be super red. That's good. You want your fruited sour to look like the fruit that they are made with. Or at least I want. Okay, same with this. Gonna clean my hands again. Splash them with bleach. Then bring this back. Turn it like this so that we know we're equal. Then like so. Okay. Equal here. This is solid. This is also a valve, so gotta be careful with this. This is dead. Gonna spin that. Okay, then we can clean this, the bottom here. But first we're gonna use a bottle of bleach again and clean it up. Okay, let it drip. Take this. I like to clean everything as much as I can, make it disinfected too. Make it clean. When you keep your things clean, you keep your taste clean. All right, so add this to the list of things to clean. This to the list of things to dry. And yeah, now I basically only have a lot of oh, gotta carbonize it again. Forgot to do that. Okay, so we're at 10 bars flat, a little more. Yeah, 10 bars flat, 10 PSI, I mean. That should be actually what I want it to be at, maybe 12. But if it goes back to 12, basically what that tells me is that there's still fermentation going. There's still some carbonization that goes up. If not, then I still got 10, which is more than enough to purge the oxygen in the tank that I reintroduced. So I'm happy with that. All right, well, with that being said, we got our beers going on. I got a lot of cleaning to do. So I'm just gonna, well, clean everything up. And yeah. Once it's done, I'm gonna be ready for the next batch, which I'm receiving the grains for tomorrow. I got the buckets ready now, so I could just start up my cider. This time we're gonna brew cider. I bought a bunch of apple juice. Got a cider malt mix type of thing. So I just want to try it out. I never really used the pre-malted beers, so I think it's interesting to be able to just try them out here, because they're not really something that I ever done or that I ever used in Canada. So yeah. Well, in Canada, we're in Canada right now, right? We're in Canada right now. But yeah, different things, different methods, different everything. We're trying it all out. And yeah, I'm actually gonna stream the whole brewing process for this one. I think it's interesting to see how it all works and things like that. I'm sad that I'm not gonna be able to use this machine for the cider, but also it makes sense to bottle cider. You're not gonna have your only draft be cider. That's not exactly cool. Well, not that I care about that, but it's not what you want. You just don't want that. So yeah, I'm gonna clean everything, receive grains for the next beer. Oh yeah, I'm also receiving grains. So I got cider and a beer to brew. Probably gonna do that this weekend, or if I got time, maybe Friday morning. I'm gonna wake up early. No, we're gonna do all of that in Canada, so I'm gonna do it Friday night. Not Friday night, Thursday night. Thursday or Wednesday night is when I'm gonna brew the beers. Everything's gonna be clean, everything's gonna be packed. I'm gonna date in my journals that we bottle these things. Gonna note everything is what. I wrote it on the little board here for now, but that's what I'm gonna do later. And yeah, I'll keep you up to date on everything, any progress done. I gotta eat too, I'm fucking hungry. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. Ending live broadcast.